Welcome back to Views with Hughes and Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes, and the story of the hour. Stellar Blade is making a lot of woke game developers out there really angry, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. So everyone knows about this game, Stellar Blade, okay? Independently made game and all of that. Got a lot of people excited about it. And you know what? It actually seems to be a winner. So now we all know over the past month, the game industry has been buzzing with controversies. And you might think that the woke game developers and gaming journalists who seem to jump at any chance to criticize gamers would actually embrace a new game that introduces a non-white female lead. But there's a catch. She's portrayed as attractive and even sexy, which doesn't sit well with them, okay? So apparently these critics prefer game characters who mirror their own looks more closely, suggesting that they want representation that reflects themselves. But bluntly speaking, attractive isn't typically how you describe this kind of crowd, okay? And it seems like there's a bit of a double standard when the character doesn't fit the usual narrative. So the game in question, Stellar Blade, which is set to launch later this month, is already stirring up quite a bit of noise. Now, on one side, you've got the gaming community who are really seriously excited about Stellar Blade coming out, and they're all over it, loving what they've seen so far. But on the other hand, you've got some woke game developers and journalists who are not as happy, okay? Their problem, Stellar Blade features an attractive female protagonist named Eve, and they're arguing that her looks set an unrealistic standard according to them, which they claim could damage women's self-esteem. They're really pushing this kind of angle and everything. They're making it a major talking point about Stellar Blade. And these critics are insisting that Stellar Blade should include more realistic female characters that perhaps represent everyday body types more accurately. And they're stirring up a debate about the impact of character aesthetics, as they call it, on player perceptions and societal standards of beauty in the Stellar Blade game. Now, the problem with that is gamers don't want that. All right. There's only a small amount of gamers out there and who would want that. And guess what? If they do that, the game's not going to sell. Not to mention, did I also include that this game is independently made? And I'm going to get into some interesting details about this game as well. But luckily, the guy who made the game, Stellar Blade developer Young Kim, isn't letting the pressure get to him. So in other words, he's not letting all the DEI fans out there get to him and everything and trying to force him to make changes to him. Now, he's the brains behind the Stellar Blade, and he totally gets why there's a bit of a stir. But at the end of the day, he just wants everyone to have a great time playing his game, which he designed to be a really cool action-packed adventure. All right. Now, what's even more interesting is that the character in Stellar Blade, everyone's saying looks too good to be true. Well, she's actually modeled after a real Korean model. So despite the flack from critics, there's a real world basis on how she looks. Okay. And I guarantee you all that they don't want it to be based on a model. They want it to be based on the person that's creating the game. And I'm sorry, but a lot of people aren't going to care about a guy playing the game, especially if he's out to look sexy. So this game's been catching a lot of heat from the media, the woke media over in the West and stuff, because they think it doesn't have enough black characters and it doesn't match this stereotype that Western women are generally overweight. Now, the guy behind the game, the Stellar Blade developer Young Kim, he's been talking about why he made the Stellar Blade game look the way it does. And he said that beauty plays a big role in Stellar Blade because it's supposed to stand out against all the evil and ugliness that's in the game world. And like the bad guys in Stellar Blade, well, they're made to look really gross and scary. I've seen those. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. With no eyes, limbs all twisted up to make you feel uneasy to really get into Stellar Blade's vibe. Okay. Now, Stellar Blade developer Young Kim made it clear that they're keeping the game simple. No paid DLC or even any microtransactions. He wants everyone to get the full experience of Stellar Blade without having to fork over any extra cash. So basically, what you pay for Stellar Blade is all you're going to need to spend. No hidden fees or any extra charges to get the complete game. And it's all about making sure players can actually enjoy everything Stellar Blade has to offer right off the bat. Now, overall, Stellar Blade is shaping up to be an awesome game, okay? It's pretty cool that the developer isn't even afraid to have a good-looking female lead. And they're actually really concentrating on making the Stellar Blade gameplay solid and keeping the money stuff simple. No sneaky fees or endless microtransactions. And a lot of gamers are actually excited about what they've seen and heard about Stellar Blade, even though it seems like the woke mainstream media has been ready to jump on any flaw since Stellar Blade was announced. And you know what? It's like a lot of anticipation out there right now, and a lot of people are really, really excited about it too. But the fact of the matter is, you have all of these different AAA game developers and everything. They're upset about this because of the fact that their games aren't doing so well, and they see that this game right here doesn't have any of the DEI, ESG check marks and stuff that's being made, because the person who developed this game, they know what the people like, okay? And hopefully he won't get swayed away by any like major game developer and stuff to buy the game off of him, like people who like actually work for PlayStation, even Xbox, because guess what? He's not going to give it up. Okay, this is his baby. All right, and he's not going to give it up. He's also not going to bow his knee to anybody, okay? Because this game, Stellar Blade, is already critically acclaimed, and it's going to have a lot of people out there wanting like to be online to hurry up and download it and stuff, or buy it from the nearest GameStop if there's any more out there that's still being, that hasn't been shut down yet. But the fact of the matter is, no one cares about what these woke developers are saying about this game, okay? Because of the fact that they've seen the previews, they've seen the trailers themselves, they even tried the demo and everything, and they can't wait until later on this month for it to come out, because they're going to go ahead and try to hurry up and play it. But the fact of the matter is, this guy knows the customers, okay? He knows what kind of customers will enjoy this game, so he marketed it out to them. And then word of mouth started spreading even faster and stuff, and that's why it became so popular before it was even sold out or even released, okay? And that's pretty big because of the fact that it shows that not only AAA games and stuff, not only are they, not doing bad, but comparing like the AAA games and stuff, people are already going to the older games. They're playing the older games and stuff. I'm talking about from Super Nintendo days and stuff. Yeah, they choose those games over the current woke games that's out there and stuff, with characters that's actually made to look like the people who developed them and stuff, as well as other real world examples, when the gamers don't even want that. All right. And the fact of the matter is, like, they can go ahead and blame the fans all they want to, but guess what? They're just jealous because they can't get the fans like this dude has. And Stellar Blade, I'm going to tell y'all this right now, it's already a winner, okay? It's already a winner, and all the other games are basically defeated. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. Smash the like button and share far wide across social media. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, so that way you notify future uploads and updates. So go ahead and share this video out there, and I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.